Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here virtually at Selhurst Park, not actually at the ground, but you can see Selhurst Park is behind us in our living. But I'm joined here with Gini. Gini, how are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm looking forward to a Crystal Palace 3 points today.
Well, look, if Ollie wins, obviously we've just been talking in the background about what Ollie can do if he wins or doesn't lose. He will equal Brian Klopp's and Jurgen Klopp's away runs that they both achieved. And I mean, people slate Ollie and they slag Ollie off, but that is an achievement in itself, especially this team. Let's be real. This team isn't the greatest. But Palace, they're struggling. So it is to be an interesting game. The lineups obviously were announced quite some time ago, but I have got them here. We'll start with the home side, obviously Palace. They've gone for Duarte, Ward, Kouyaté, Cahill, Van der Holt.
Van Aanholt.
That's the one, Van Arnold. It's the words, I swear. Mitrovic.
Milohojevic, I think. I've always said Milohojevic. Yeah.
McCarthy, Ayew, Eze, Townsend, and Benteke. On the bench, they've got some people. They've got Butland, Dan Kelly, Hannum, and some other people. But United, and it always gets confusing when they do it. So they've gone for Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire by Shaw. They've got Matic and Fred, with Greenwood, Bruno, and Rashford with Cavani up top. I want to talk about the United lineup there. I mean, I am surprised they've given Cavani a full... Well, they've started him. He's obviously just come back from injury. They've got City at the weekend. I mean, I would have probably given him 30 minutes. I mean, I'm sure Ollie's got an idea, but I'd have given him a little bit of time.
Yeah, I think 30 minutes is shout. It's a very strong team fielded for United, as you would expect. I can't see the bench. Is McTominay on the bench?
I will get the bench up now because obviously the banner is in the way. So the bench is Ali Grant, Tellez, Lindelof, Twinzabi, Brandon Williams, Daniel James, McTominay, Amad Diallo, and Shoteri.
So you didn't you didn't say De Gea then, did you?
No, I think De Gea may be injured.
Right, I mean, he must be, mustn't he? Did you say McTominay? Sorry, then.
Yeah, McTominay's on the bench.
So it looks like he's been rested. I thought he was poor against Chelsea, so maybe you know a bit of fatigue. Big to see Cavani back because he's a brilliant player. Obviously, not it's not good for a Liverpool fan perspective. But yeah, it's a strong team. I'm actually surprised with the Crystal Palace team that they've picked Benteke over that Mateta. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Two strong teams.
Yeah. I mean, United are obviously a good team, and I know people slate Ollie, but look, Ollie's not doing a terrible job. He's just got really shit owners. Yeah. That's the thing here. We'll get to some comments now before the game starts. Chris saying, "Hi lads, hope you're well." Craig looking forward to this watch along. It will. Maybe VAR it will. I don't know. No, less talked about last night, the better. Trust me, we won't be. Apart from Liam, obviously, we were feeling very charitable last night. Not that I want us to be, but obviously a very charitable thing to do to give them wankers 3 points. And I hope they get relegated. Craig, bet it will be very animated. You nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm not a United fan. But I'm sure Jay... Dom, if he's watching it, and Kieran, I'm sure they're all going to be very nervous. They don't want to be losing it, especially if City at the weekend. That's when I expect the unbeaten run to probably go, to be honest. Because it is at the Etihad. Although Ollie seems to do all right against City. I mean, he's not the worst. Chris saying Benteke scored the greatest overhead kick goal at Old Trafford. Never forget.
But we'll forget the scoreline, but we won't forget the goal.
Chris also saying my prediction: Palace 0, United 3. Palace 1. Beach now. They are safe for another season. I mean, let's do some score prediction. I'm going to go for probably 3-1. United keep a clean sheet. Don't be ridiculous. I mean, what about you?
I'm gonna be optimistic, and I'm gonna go Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
so a different thing of opinion. I mean, I'm going for an sort of emphatic win against against Palace. Obviously, Gini going for the 1-1. De Gea, no De Gea due to personal reasons. I mean,
okay,
obviously, we all hope that he's all right and everything's okay. Liam saying Cobbler's vlogs is an absolute mate. He's a dickhead. Just ignore him. They're bottom of the league and they're going back to League Two. So basically, mid-table, I'll take that. Benteke masterclass. We pray.
We do pray.
I mean, I just want a good game of football. Now, for me, obviously Greenwood's going to be playing on the right. Obviously, Cavani there. I would very much expect Cavani to be going through the middle. If he doesn't, then fuck knows what Ollie's doing. But he's going to be important because United, they've struggled with these teams a lot. I mean, he's going to be crucial. Obviously, our boys are coming out now, but we've still got 5 minutes, haven't we? So
5 minutes,
yeah. So I mean, Cavani's going to be a big part to play. Maybe that's why he's starting. Although there's no Martial on the bench. I've just realised.
Oh, really? Well, maybe that that's a Cavani being rushed back because it was quite surprising. Yes,
Grant Tellez, Lindelof, Tuanzebe, Williams, James, McTominay, Diallo, Shorteri.
Definitely
There's no
Martial.
Cavani.
No, Cavani
started. There's no Martial.
Yeah, that must be why Cavani's in then.
I can't imagine Ollie would have rushed him back because Greenwood can play there. He might not be as effective, but he's certainly not as ineffective as Martial. So maybe you're right. Maybe he is sort of being rushed back. But I mean, if things are going well, they need to make a difference, and you're going to be looking at the likes of Daniel James, Shorteri, Amad Diallo. So I mean, it's still quite a young bench. Obviously, with Brandon Williams there as well, and with Daniel James as well. It's not a bench full of experience. The only ones that I can think with experience are Tellez and Matic.
Yeah. I would agree. I think it's obviously thin for a reason. There's no way the likes of De Gea and Martial don't even make the bench on a game like this. So we just found out that De Gea's personal issues. So I'm guessing Martial's injured. But it's not a strong bench that United can field together, especially with Van der Beek being injured. It looks like United are that they could be at this crunch stage where they're getting injuries, as we've seen most teams do this season.
I suppose the lucky thing for Ollie is Bruno seems to be fairly okay at the moment. Because if there's no Bruno, there's no party at Old Trafford. That's a fact. But I mean, it is a bit shocking. Obviously, Palace they're an okay team, but I expect this United team to do well. But if it isn't going well, then what the hell's Ollie going to do? Like he's going to be looking at his bench going, which kid do I put out now? I would expect to maybe see a Diallo, maybe even a Shorteri. I mean, these are unknowns, and let's be honest. I mean, Greenwood was relatively unknown to the Premier League, and the boy did a madness. I mean, everyone last night was praising Mason Greenwood. So I mean, it could work. But I'm excited to see Greenwood. Everyone knows that Greenwood is one of my favourite players. Actually, scrap that. He is my favourite player. I don't know why. It's the way he can use both feet, and like when he gets a bit more experience, he's going to be putting defenders on he's going to put them on their ass because you're not going to be able to predict it. Big night for Dean Henderson, though. Big night for Dean Henderson because there's this talk that Dean isn't happy on the bench, but he now needs to prove himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, this is his chance, especially with De Gea obviously out due to being forced out. He's got his chance. He's got his chance now, and he's got to go and prove himself. We know he's a good keeper, and he's very young as well, so he's definitely one for the future. So he's definitely one to keep happy at the club. You'd want him for the future. Obviously, keepers go up for ages. So, this is his chance. But to be fair, do I think it'll be a game where he's going to get massively over-tested? No, not really. But, you've still got to make some key saves in these games, and only time will tell.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously with all that talk, Dean Henderson is obviously going to want to be, pushing De Gea and going, actually, no, Ollie, you need to start me, and I don't know what's going through your Norwegian brain, like something along them lines. Lee Grant has obviously made his way from out. He won't be holding the tactical board tonight. He is the keeper on the bench. Let's hope for Ollie's sake you don't have to go that far down your pecking order for goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Obviously, Liverpool with Adrian, not too bad, but they are about to obviously take the knee. I couldn't see Zaha, so I'm guessing he's still injured.
Yeah,
The,
he's not made the bench, so yeah, he must be
the,
still
the
injured.
reason I say that is because he says the next time he's playing, he won't take the knee, which I think is, for me,
Zaha.
Zaha. For me, I have no real. Of course, I have a say on it, but it's really my opinion is irrelevant. I'm a white guy. It doesn't affect me. I'm not the one sort of in that issue, obviously, but we all will fight for equality. But they have kicked off.
Here we go.
Chris saying, are Leicester bottling top four? No, I think they've just got a shit ton of injuries, bro.
Yeah, they're not. I wouldn't say bottling's the word, but I do think they're not going to get it. Yeah, injuries are just harsh, so harsh on them right now.
Yeah, it's the same as it was last season. But big night for United, and it's going to have to be a good performance. Obviously, they drew against Chelsea, and I've been saying draws against the top six are a good thing. Well, it is right now. Because this United side, of course, you can't fight for a title and get draws.
No.
But this United side aren't fighting for a title. Be real.
Yeah.
Like, engage your brain. But 21 could be coming. 21 is coming if they go unbeaten tonight. If they don't lose tonight,
21st win.
It'll be the 21st. So
it's not the right 21. It's not the most impressive.
The United fans can be like, oh no, we never meant the title. We just meant the unbeaten one. So they can, Ollie can sort of slide the mess there. Charlie saying, not Charlie, Chris saying, I agree. Barnes and Maddison, big misses. Yeah. Absolutely, I totally agree. I had to take Harvey Barnes out of my fantasy. I was very upset. It's okay. I sorted out my fantasy. I actually went through a lot of players. Greenwood is obviously still in there, even though he picks me up like no points. But no, there is going to be an interesting thing, possibly Sunday, where me and a panel will be trying to create our best 11. The rules are a little complicated. You get one pick each, and you can't pick the same player. But United are on the attack with Bruno. I know these players. Is that Bruno?
Yes,
it is Bruno. I got that one. My TV is still small, but Palace have countered, but United aren't going to. Oh, Benteke. Oh, and Harry Maguire just about gets there. How has Benteke got more pace than fucking Maguire? This is absolute. Ollie, if you're watching this, bro, if this is what you've got on your tablet, mate, just sell Maguire, like. You'll have Mike Phelan listening in going, what are these two amateurs talking about then?
Yeah.
It's okay. We've got good football knowledge. Trust us. Not that I actually think he would be watching this. It would be quite funny if he was, but I don't think he is.
Yeah. But, well, if he is, just know that Niall's one of your biggest admirers.
Look, I rate Ollie, and to be honest, I want to talk about this. If they were to get rid of Ollie, who on earth do they bring in? That actually does a good enough job.
Yeah, there's Pochettino was obviously the biggest name being mentioned, who's now been taken up.
But is he really much better than Ollie?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I know for one for sure. Not Upamecano. I know one for sure. Up and coming is what I meant to say. Is Nagelsmann, who actually coaches Upamecano,
But then that's more unproven, though, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly in Allegri.
United wouldn't fit their style. Like, attacking nice football. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. There isn't really anyone around. I mean,
no.
You obviously Pochettino and Nagelsmann, but are either of them really much better than Ollie at this precise moment? I don't think so. I think they're all fairly similar. If I'm being perfectly honest, I mean, the only two that I think are miles better with Klopp and Pep. And for some reason, I just don't see Klopp or Pep going to Manchester United. Or maybe it's because of the teams they manage, and who wants to work with Glazers? Chris A. Man U fan said 21 is coming. Man City will win 20 games in a row. Man United can go 21 games unbeaten away tonight. So maybe that's what they meant. Maybe it was that they were thinking about. But Maguire's got the ball. He's just having a little walk. Passes it to Eric Bailly. I expect Palace will sit back, won't they?
Yeah, sit back, counter-attack, typical Roy Hodgson at the minute. This is the player I'm looking... Oh, he's giving the ball away there, but Richie Eze is definitely the player that I look forward to watching in this Crystal Palace team. He's really a bright spark. He's enjoyable to watch as well. Yeah. Oh, big tackle there from I don't know.
Did he get the ball? Did he get the ball?
I don't know. Sure.
I think it was McCarthy. Yeah, it was McCarthy. Is that... No, that's...
Is it Dan? Is it what?
That was Dan, wasn't it? Did I say
Ward?
Dan?
Yeah, it's Ward.
That's the one, Dan Ward. Yeah. Did he get the ball?
Oof.
Yeah, he got the ball.
He got the ball. Stood straight in the follow through. Yeah,
it is the follow through. That one will be a little bit painful, but Luke Shaw's a big boy. He'll be able to run it off. I expect. It will work for a little bit though, especially because it is quite cold there. Obviously, in the comfort of our own living room.
Yeah, it looks freezing. You can see the mist here, but a dangerous free kick for Palace.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they're going to live off because they've got quite a bit of height, but you would expect this United back line to be able to handle it. Maguire's quite good at headering. He might not be a good defender, but he's quite good at headering.
If Gary Cahill got a little nick on that could have been very dangerous.
That could have been dangerous.
A good ball from who took the free kick? I'm not sure.
I have absolutely no idea.
Was it Milivojevic? I imagine.
I would imagine so. Yeah. But Dean Henderson getting tested,
giving it away.
Early. And Benteke fires that for a conversion. 3 points to Palace. That is 3 points. Is it 3 points for a conversion in rugby, or is it 2? One or two. If you're watching, guys, let us know. Is it 2 or 3 points for a conversion? Daniel saying, "Hey lads, haven't got long at work. How's work going? Are you enjoying it? Obviously, Chelsea playing tomorrow. Big game for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah." Huge for both teams and the top 4 title hopes.
It's okay. We won't talk about it too much for you because your nerves are probably already like, no, I don't want to do this. Like, we're all right. Let's postpone it. But Luke Shaw with the ball now gets it to Cavani.
Yeah. I wonder what centre-back pairing we will see against Manchester City on Sunday.
Lindelof and Maguire, do you really need to ask?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just with Bailly maybe implemented in the team, but against the Big Six.
3 points for a penalty. So it is Palace 3, United 0. I'm only joking. We are playing football. They're going to get some shots, but yeah.
Palace have started on the front foot here. United are struggling to get it out their own half. It's only 7 minutes in, but optimism's key.
United always start slow.
Yeah.
Ollie, I don't know what Ollie does. He needs to start blowing a whistle in their faces just before they come out because they do look like they've sort of woken up a bit sort of slow. I have no reasons why they would be going a bit slow, but it does look very cold. Rashford's there in short sleeves and a top. Well, yeah, just a short sleeve top. Surprises me because he's normally one who's got like Under Armour on. Greenwood is being a pussy and he has got the Under Armour on. Not impressed.
There's a lot of United, but believe it or not, the 2 people with an Under Armour are both English.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Football's got weak all of a sudden. It wouldn't surprise me. Brandon Williams will have some on if he comes on as well.
Corner kick.
Yeah, corner to Palace. We'll stop talking about the items of clothing of the players. Daniel, best chance to beat them. Well, as in if we were to do it in rugby style, because Benteke's just got 3, if that's the case. But no, it is a corner, and United and set pieces never really normally work too well. So Palace will be like, yeah, and they've gone. Benteke's gone straight to the back post. I think that is Benteke.
Kouyaté back post.
Right, Kouyaté. There's 2 KO and another one is on Dean Henderson.
Oh, rubbish.
Dean Henderson, brilliant catch though. Very, very commanding.
Yeah.
Not looking sort of worried. Very confident, which is something you can't say about De Gea, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But we're not going to slam De Gea, but that was a very confident catch from Dean Henderson. But a bit of a poor corner.
Yeah. Poor corner, and then something that Palace need to capitalise on this quick start. Obviously, United struggling to get out their own half at the moment, but no doubt they'll grow into this game, which is why Palace need to capitalise on it.
Totally agree. I mean, Bruno obviously not getting many touches of the ball, but all it takes is one moment of madness from Bruno, and it's 1-0, especially against a side not in the top 6, and Crystal Palace are not in the top 6, so. Bruno will most likely turn up today. Obviously, he won't turn up on Sunday either but to be fair, it's not all his fault. But Cavani lays it off to Greenwood. Rashford's going to try and get onto it, but he's hoofed away as far as Maguire.
Yeah. United onto it a bit more.
Matic is sort of playing as sort of like he does the not Dean Henderson, Jordan Henderson role, which is cover the wing back.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka at the ball. A lovely pass from Wan-Bissaka to Bruno.
Free kick.
Obviously, Bruno, you thug. Bruno is a thug. Absolute disgraceful. What a disgraceful man. If RJ or Dom are watching, hello guys. I am a human, I think. RJ will know what I mean by that comment. Yeah, that triggered me. But no, we promised to not mention any Dom comments today. He's thinking about putting what was it? Getting a lawyer. Slander, absolute slander. We can confirm Dom is not at Genie's house today. Rashford. Rashford gets pushed. He's probably going to turn around and thump him in the face next. No punch. Rashford's got his head in.
Tonight you've got an England shirt on. Which of these United players in the team do you think are going to get into the first 11 in the Euros, or if it was up to you? If it was up to you, not Luke Shaw.
Rashford and Luke Shaw. If it was up to me, Greenwood's not done enough. Yeah, look, I love him to bits. I think he's brilliant, but he hasn't done enough this season. Let's be real. He has had a lot going on him. Maguire gets absolutely nowhere near my team. I don't take fridges to World Cups or Euros. But Rashford and Shaw, I think they've held themselves quite high. But a bit of Greenwood. Oh, what a ball from Greenwood. Crossed in, and Shaw's going to do a pullback to Bruno. Matic has a shot. Oh, what a save. What a save by Goop. Guaita, that's how you pronounce it. Deflection. What a save. What a save. Brilliant shot from Matic, and he has got that ability on the edge of the box to put these in, but it was that deflection from number 22. McCarthy, that's the one.
It takes a nasty deflection. It bounces up fastly, and Guaita does well to just knock it out.
And that's going straight top corner, isn't it? Straight top right hand corner. Corner in by United. It is headed. Oh, off the line. I think either Cavani or Matic just booted that over the bar. But a great chance from United twice. 2 chances. Yeah, Cavani on the 6-yard box kicks it over the bar, which obviously just lacking a little bit of composure there from Edison, but it did bounce up quite high for him.
Yeah, tough finish. Tough finish.
Yeah, tough finish. But a great chance there from sort of United side. A massive deflection from Matic's shot from McCarthy, which Guaita has to save, and then obviously the header to which Cavani puts it over the bar. But United with a quick throw in on the left-hand side. No, right-hand side.
Oh,
so that
go Townsend! Go Townsend!
From Matic.
I slipped.
Oh, and he slipped. He slipped.
Couldn't feed
that
it
was
through.
Matic. Terrible ball from Matic, giving it away. Sloppy. I thought it would be to Maguire, but that's going to be a free kick to United. Free kick to United on the halfway line.
Yeah, mistakes like that, against teams like United, you've got to capitalise on from a Palace point of view. It's an awful pass from Matic.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
To be fair, I think it's a poor run from Benteke. He doesn't give him much.
Poor run from Benteke. Where have we heard that from before?
Yeah.
United are growing into this, and this will have annoyed Roy because, as you said, when Palace were on top, that's when they needed to capitalise. A long ball from Bruno, but Greenwood can't quite get himself onto it.
Yeah.
Fred to Wan-Bissaka. Forgot his name for a minute there. Fred to Bruno, and now it is to Maguire. What the hell's Maguire doing that far? he gets it to Shaw, and that's going to be a throw into United deep in the Palace half.
Yeah.
Maybe me and you should call up BBC Radio 5 Live. We'll go get a job. There's no other games tonight, so we don't have to go around the grounds. We would need a third person for that. But no, it's an interesting one. Maguire to Bailly, just playing right at the back, which is never a good sign, is it?
No, negative football at the minute. But Palace are always going to play deep. It's about finding the right ball, which obviously I hope to God that United don't find it.
No, they will. Luke Shaw.
Oh, here it is.
What a pass from Luke Shaw. Rashford. Oh!
Wow. That went in.
Wow. How has he missed that?
Brilliant ball from Luke Shaw.
Gini, from your professional opinion, how the fuck's he missed that?
I don't know, but I'll take it. He just drags it. It's a brilliant ball from Luke Shaw, to be fair to him. And he just drags it right to the post. You put all your money on Rashford scoring that.
Yeah, 100%. Ollie will be raging. Rashford with 18 goals, 9 assists in his this season so far. Very good season from him, obviously. Would you take him at Liverpool? Obviously, take away the whole Marcus Rashford plays for United. But if that player was available, would you take him?
Not over the alternatives I want. Because obviously I really want an Mbappe or Haaland, and I wouldn't take him over Mane and Salah. I think he could get in over Firmino, possibly. Maybe Salah up front, Mane on the right, but we'll have to see.
On form, on this year's form, he definitely gets in above Mane.
Yes, definitely, and he's got the age, but I wouldn't let Mane go for him.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But he's a top player.
I bet you're excited to watch him in an England shirt, though.
Well, he's an exciting prospect, and he's one that you definitely can't hate. You can't bring the rivalry with Marcus Rashford because of what he represents.
He is one of them players, though. You just can't. Not Mason Greenwood exactly, but Greenwood's got the ability to be liked as well. Rashford overcomplicating it there, couldn't quite get through, but Fred taking a shot, and that's saved by.
Made sure he caught that. Made sure he kept it in play.
Did you see on Sunday Ollie clapping and cheering Fred when he just missed?
Yes, it was hilarious.
United fans have been kicking off about that, but it's Fred. Fred's not normally that accurate, so Ollie's probably like, fuck me, he's getting better. Well done, boy. Try that again. It's encouragement. What do you want Ollie going to? What do you want him to do? Scream at Fred, going, "Why didn't you score that? Because I don't normally score them, boss." Like, what else do you expect Ollie to do? Billy saying, "Hi, do you remember me from earlier?" Yes, I do. You were on my morning show. Very, very good one. And RJ is in the building. Hey lads, how we doing, RJ? How we doing?
Where's he at? Where is he watching the game?
Yeah, I presume so. He said he was busy in the group chat, so
Oh, okay.
We shall see. We shall see. What RJ? Let us know what your thoughts of the game are so far. Rashford should have put United 1-0 in front, but this is exactly what we said. United growing into this game very quickly. Luke Shaw with a peach of a cross. Bruno doesn't quite hit that correctly, but he does get it back for United. But now he's on the halfway line. Matic and him just getting a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Billy saying, RJ, I like the Rocket League streams. Yeah, I watch some of them as well. But
Is that
RJ,
what
let us know what you... I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, nearly.
Yeah. Come on, Palace.
United are definitely growing into this, aren't they?
Yeah. You can never write Palace off. Again, I'm shocked that they haven't gone Mateta. He's just a yard quicker than Benteke on the break, but in oh no, it's an awful header there from Gary.
To good old Mason Greenwood, who can't get through the bodies.
Yeah,
3 defenders.
Fernandes.
Oh, again.
Yeah, I'm not surprised
today. He's been a thug.
he always is a thug.
My star boy couldn't quite do it. Couldn't quite do it.
To be fair, but
yeah, he did have to try and get through 3 defenders. Always going to be difficult. RJ saying I'm working at the moment.
Oh,
nice. I'm guessing streaming, or something along them lines. Just came to check in on you guys. Rashford should have finished it. I gotta go, boys. Cheers for the a valuable update, RJ, and we will speak to you soon. He'll be back on Friday for the United show at 10 o'clock with a new host. There'll be a new host of that show. Whoever it will be, I don't know. Well, I do know, but I'm not telling you.
Is it secret?
It is, because they've got to guess it, because that is also going to be the new host of a morning show.
Okay.
So I can stay in bed and not work. And I'll just watch the replay. Or if I wake up, I'll just have it on my phone whilst I'm in bed. Just going, yeah, nice work. Palace are sort of on the defensive at the moment, but we always expected that from them.
Yeah.
Matic, the reason I like Matic is his passing is very good, normally, apart from the one at the back.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did. I don't know. It was a strange one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a decent player. He's had a good few years, possibly coming to the end of it now.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a bit of a Busquets, obviously not on that level, but he's not the quickest. He's just lanky and he's got the technical brain to deliver. So he's a decent player.
Yeah. I think Van der Beek or Pogba's missing in this game. Someone that can sort of get that little bit of extra creativity from deep. Maybe that's why Matic is playing, but Greenwood looks
they have
a little lost in the box.
They have missed Pogba since he's left, for sure, United. I thought when I was watching the Chelsea game, I thought that was also crying out for a bit of a Pogba.
Just have to say, he hasn't fully left United. He is only injured.
Just injured.
Don't want to give anyone a heart attack in the comments.
And they're in the white kit, and Pogba always performs in this bloody white. Oh, Greenwood!
Ooh! I would have celebrated that one because I love Greenwood. Right, when
you can celebrate Greenwood, and I'll celebrate Palace.
Yeah, I only celebrate Greenwood. The rest of them, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? But Greenwood, I desperately want him to break his sort of bad luck form. Yeah. That's not on the corner at all. That's like 5 yards in front of it, to be fair. But a good chance from United, obviously, with Maguire and Bailly in the box. But that's going to be headed away to Bruno on the edge, who hits it straight back to Luke Shaw. Another cross goes in, headed away.
Niall, hang on 1 second.
But United with the ball here, it's Bruno has dropped very far back. Bruno, we're another ball. Luke Shaw, acres of space. Squares it into a box to Cavani. You got Greenwood there. That was Greenwood, I'm pretty sure of it. It looks like Greenwood and Rashford have switched sides for a minute. Matic gets it to Shaw on the left-hand side. And then you've got Bruno who puts in a cross, and that's headed away for a goal kick. Maguire couldn't quite get to that there. Maguire obviously very poor at heading a ball into a net. For someone who's apparently very good at headering, Maguire certainly does a shit job getting it in the net.
Sorry about that. I was so engrossed in the game. I put I was boiling milk for a hot chocolate and I forgot about it. So it's probably now a cold chocolate, but.
I mean, you definitely don't want to overboil the milk. That would be a disaster.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. I have a glass of wine and a bottle of San Miguel. I'm doing all right. Taking a page out of Dom's book. I swear me and Dom are the only ones who probably drink regularly on every night.
Yeah.
Absolute madness. We are not alcoholics. I keep mine to strict. I normally have 2 beers or 2 glasses of wine. I thought I'd mix it up tonight, though. And then 2 rum and cokes. 2 rum and cokes. Can't beat a nice rum and coke. Well, sometimes Malibu. The game has sort of petered off a little bit, as I was just saying whilst you were sorting out your milk. Greenwood and Rashford have sort of switched sides for a second. Not sure how effective that's going to be, because Rashford is dog shit on the right.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him, but he's right-footed and he's a winger. But Rashford trying to sort of get back into position, and this is where I'd expect them to switch over again.
Yeah, probably. Was it from a corner that they switched, or was it a tactical switch? Do we know?
I think it was just from the corner.
Doesn't look like switching.
No. Greenwood's staying where he is. So maybe Ollie's gone for a bit of a tactical switch. I mean, I know Greenwood is naturally left-footed, but can use his right very well, and Rashford naturally right-footed. So maybe Ollie's looking for more crosses into the box to Cavani, and that's not what Wan-Bissaka. I mean, Shaw's doing it, but Wan-Bissaka not so much.
Yeah, that could be the case.
I mean, a tactical switch from Ollie, obviously. But remember, guys, Ollie is a PE teacher, so he won't have the ability to understand what switching sides means for all the people. I will defend Ollie. I also like the baby assassin. I grew up watching Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so of course I have that bit of affection to him, just like I do with Stevie G, and not so much with Lampard, because I've always thought he was a prick. I've always just, even when he played for England, I always remember saying to my dad, I was like, Lampard's just a bit of a prick. He's like, he's obviously a Spurs fan, so he's like, yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe my dad's agenda rubbed off on me a little bit.
Yeah. What was the Plymouth times like back then? In the Lampard days, like 04, 05.
Oh, we were in the championship. They were good years. They were good. That was before we fell down from the graces of earth. Peach of a cross, but Cavani, what the fucking hell was that? Cavani, it must have hit his headband. I mean, I'm trying to give him some excuses there, but that was not a good cross there. He's not had a shave. It looks like he's woken up a bit late today.
Probably didn't expect to be playing. Come out of nowhere, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, I think he was always coming back, but you can tell he's not quite ready. Well, he's obviously ready, but not match fit or match sharp.
He was having a steak and kidney pie at 6 o'clock, and then just got a call to come down on the bus to London.
I think United might be a little bit more prepared than that. It's not quite Sunday League just yet. That's something I'd expect Exeter to do. But Palace have got a threat, and it looks like they're going to have one rare attack in this game, because their attacks have been quite rare.
Yeah, it started off positively, but as we both expected, really, they've died out now, and they're just allowing United into the game, which you can't do.
Yeah, it's always a danger, but it is going to be a free kick, and Fred trying to karate kick Benteke by the looks of it. Fred with some sort of, I'm not sure what it was, sort of flying kick to the elbow of Benteke there.
Take a free kick though.
Yeah, it's in a good place as well. It'll be a cross, and Dean Henderson's going to have to be alert.
Yeah,
Maguire's going to have to stay in line. Do not drop back, Maguire, else I will slam you. I'll do it. I love it. I love doing it.
Maguire's on the
drop backs.
Yes, I have noticed that.
Eze with the free kick.
Whips in. Well, Maguire's the one that's been headed it out.
I suppose we best praise Slabhead for getting his fat head onto that one. Did you know that once I was on Twitter and I was slagging Harry Maguire off? And I think it must be no, it was a relative. I think it was like his brother's wife or something. She was like, he's been through enough. And I'm like, not really. Man decided to say to Greek police, do you know who I am? I am the United captain. I'm also a piece of shit. But yeah, she was quite angry with me. Not that I gave a shit because it's Maguire. Like, I don't care. And I also think he's a bit of an arrogant fucker. But did you apparently a United legend, I can't remember which one, said that Ollie should get 2 centre-backs and replace selfish Harry Maguire. Apparently he just plays for himself, and I'm like,
really?
Yeah, apparently he does too much dribbling, runs himself into cul-de-sacs and all that. I'm like,
well, he's the captain of the club. What a captain! What a leader. I know.
United, you've fallen down a little bit. I remember your captains being Roy Keane and Gary Neville, and now you've got fucking Harry Maguire. Kids, this is what happens when you don't let proper people run your club. But Palace having another attack, but that peters to absolutely nothing. Yeah. And now Greenwood with a chance to run into a Palace player. But look, we'll forget about that. Greenwood having an absolutely amazing game today. Great tackle, though. Great tackle. Good tackle. Good boy, Mason. Well done. I'm not gonna lie. I've got my affection to Mason Greenwood. The rest of them I don't really care too much about. Apart from Donny van der Bench, I think it's about time he actually got to play a couple of football matches.
Do we know when he's back?
Fuck knows what. It wouldn't even matter if he was back. It's not like he gets to play.
Yeah.
It's not like he gets to walk onto the pitch unless it's like 5 minutes at the end.
He scored on his debut against Palace, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, because Palace won 3-1 and he come on in like the 70th minute and he passed it in.
Oh, didn't even realise he got a goal.
Yeah, it was on his debut, his United debut. Yeah. It was a 3-1 loss, so you wouldn't have heard about it.
Yeah, I remember that game. Not the scores too much, but I do remember United get their asses handed to them on the day. But all the ones who got City had a slow start, United had a slow start, PSG had a slow start. Everyone involved in Europe towards the end of last season, where they only got like 2 weeks break, had a very slow start. So imagine where United could have been if they didn't have a slow start. And that's not completely his fault. But obviously, so did Man City. So probably but they would maybe be a bit further ahead of Chelsea and the top 4 race. So I mean, maybe United fans should put that into context as well. But it was interesting because I was looking around Twitter, and Ollie is the most. He's the manager who's always like everyone always looks deep into everything he does. Overanalyze what Ollie does.
Yeah.
You don't get that with a Jurgen Klopp. Maybe it's just because it's Ollie and he doesn't fit the I don't understand. He's a club legend. Maybe when our club legend was managing our club in Argyle, we supported him because we wanted him to do well. I don't understand this whole I don't want Ollie to do well or I want him out. I'm like, you don't want your manager to do well with your football club. What a weird person you are. What a weird people. There are some weird fans at United.
Yeah. Do we actually know any Ollie outers, like in person?
RJ's
or on the live feed? No, I don't think Dom. Well, Dom's got a profile picture of him, so
yeah, Dom likes Ollie. Dom likes Ollie. Kieran, I think, likes Ollie. MSC likes Ollie as well. No, I don't think we know any Ollie outers. They probably wouldn't like me. Like, why do you not like your manager, you daft twat?
Press from United forcing Palace into a little bit of an error. But...
yeah, they've got away. But Maguire with a good head there gets over Eze. Can always tell which one Eze is because he's got a massive, great big hair. You can't miss Eze. Great footballer though. Great footballer.
Yeah. Superb player. Very enjoyable to watch.
Maguire's got his hands up, but they should be behind his back in handcuffs.
Very quick thinking.
I know, mate. I know. I am quick sometimes. The referee, for anyone who wants to know, is Andre Mariner. He's one that I can tolerate as referee.
Yeah, you like him, don't you?
He's not the worst. I wouldn't say like. Like is a very strong word. I can tolerate him. He doesn't make too many mistakes. He's not too much of an idiot. Mike Dean, on the other hand, can't stand the guy. But not that we ever condone any threats on this platform at all. No one should be abused at all. You always, the way I do it is you don't have to like them, and you certainly don't have to praise them, but you just conduct yourself properly.
Yeah.
Always say the right things, and you can criticize someone without being abusive. It's something you learn as you grow up.
Benteke's fuming.
He's protesting. That lino doesn't look like he's having a good game because Maguire and Benteke are screaming at him. Oh, God. You can't get them all, can you? The referee's not too bad, but this time it's the lino. But there's one linesman I like, and that's Sean Massey. I think she's very good.
Okay. Sean? Say it again.
Yeah. Sean Massey, isn't it? Isn't that her name?
Oh, Macy.
Macy, yeah, Massey.
Yeah, the woman official.
Yeah. I think she's brilliant.
Yes, she is very good.
I'd love to see her in the middle of the pitch refereeing. Because obviously all linesmen can be referees as well. In fact, they are referees.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see her officiate again one day.
Yeah.
It'd be great for equality and eradicating sexism. I remember the Super Cup when Chelsea were playing Liverpool, and it was an all-women officiating, which I thought was brilliant to see. And guess what? They all did a good job because women can do the same as men. Maybe not playing in the same teams. That might be a bit, I don't know, harsh considering men are made a bit more differently. Fred's not happy, but that is a clear free kick. Fred's lost his head. He hasn't been booked yet, but he's losing his head. He is losing his head.
Slow tempo sleep fest at the minute, but by all means, I'll take a 0-0.
Yeah, but United, they never really start up in the first half. It's normally the second half when they start getting into it. They've had good chances. Rashford, obviously, had the best chance of the game so far.
Yeah, he should have took it for sure. He should have took it. Palace aren't playing it around too badly. They don't look out of their depth too much. I have no doubt, like we're establishing, second half is going to be a massive struggle for Palace, but maybe an opportunity for Palace to, catch United on the break in the second half when they come on for them. Or maybe that's just me being optimistic.
More of that, but Luke Shaw giving away a free kick this time. And Ross Townsend's like, you're a prick. But so far, the game is sort of slowing down a little bit. United not quite attacking too much. I've always wondered with United because they are a counter-attacking side. When people tell me, they have no style, but they do. Yeah. It's counter-attack. And when they come up against another team who wants counter-attack, they do struggle to break them down.
Yeah.
It is a strange one. It's why I think they do all right against top six. I don't say they do well, but they do all right. But they've got Leicester in the FA Cup quarters, so you would expect them to win that, especially with all the injuries that Leicester have got. But there's an offside there from a linesman that's been attacked by both Maguire and Benteke. And was he offside? Yes.
Yes.
He was offside. Maguire actually relatively staying high. Oh no, that was Cavani. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong guy. Cavani didn't drop back like Maguire normally does. I always remember it because of the Everton one. Luke Shaw with a great switcher play there to get onto the right-hand side with Mason Greenwood. Nope, Wan-Bissaka. As I said, Mattelli is small. I need to bring it closer. But Maguire. hits a long diagonal ball over Shaw's head. What a pass, mate. What a pass. Fucking donut. Just in case you guys in the comments didn't realise, I'm not a fan of Maguire. Just in case that was up for any sort of debate.
I think we all knew that. I think we all knew that.
You should do. The one part of the fridge freezer's playing, the other's on the bench. Matic trying to do some overhead kick in the middle of the pitch, which I'm not sure why. But Bailly, obviously, United will have the pace to track back with Eric Bailly in the team as well. So they'll be hoping to get a good 90 minutes into his legs.
Yeah.
Talking of Devil, he's back on it again. Now back to Slabhead.
Possibly. Do you think Solskjaer said, do you think he's got City in the back of the United players' heads?
Yeah.
For a slow tempo first half? It's very slow, isn't it?
No, I don't think Ollie would actually. Ollie always is very much, we just do the next game. Yeah. He doesn't tend to look further. I'm sure there is, in his mind, I'm sure he is looking a little bit towards the City game. But if he was looking towards the City game, he would want to be 3 or 4-0 up so he can take off the likes of Rashford and Bruno. Who he would bring on, I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah. They have no recognised striker on the bench.
Is Shaqiri not a striker?
Oh, is he a striker? Is it that Newcastle lad? The guy.
I'll have a look.
Possibly. He might be.
You do the commentary. I'll have a look.
Yeah, corner kick for United from Wan-Bissaka's run. I think it was tackled by a collage of a Britsieze and Van Aanholt, and a corner kick for United in the 40, just coming up to the 41st minute, to be whipped in by Bruno Fernandes. I'm sure everyone who's got him in the FPL team will want the goal from this.
He's a left winger.
He's a left winger, yeah. So you got Dan James winger, you got Diallo winger, and then you got.
But they have got Greenwood on the pitch, so if worst case, Shola Shortiri.
Shortiri,
worst case scenario, they've always got Greenwood on the pitch, so they can always, if they need to take Cavani off, they can move Greenwood up top and bring on Diallo, or. They can even move Rashford up top and bring on Shaqiri. One of them. I'll probably expect maybe a Diallo.
Well, I'd expect Dan James with the form he's in.
Actually, yeah, good shout. Dan James probably gets in above Diallo, doesn't he? Dan James ain't that shit.
To be fair, we don't know obviously how fit Cavani is, like how long he's been back for, but we could have possibly seen it. A Dan James on the wing and a Greenwood up front tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I expect Cavani to make 60 minutes, no more than that. I'll be surprised if he makes more than 60 minutes.
What injury did he have?
I'll have a look.
Yeah, he was out for a couple of weeks, wasn't he?
Yeah, probably a muscle injury, I think.
Yeah. That'd follow the pattern.
Yeah, it was... recent muscle injury. They won't tell us which muscle, but it was a muscle injury. United like to do that. They like to keep things a bit quiet. Craig
are the exact same.
Craig in the comments saying thoughts on Bruno. Quite
game or in general. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been quite quiet.
So sorry, did Craig mean like in game or? I
presumed in game. I mean, we all know that Bruno is a world-class player in his own right. In the game, he's been quite quiet.
Souls would argue that.
Oh, yeah, well, Souls argues with anything. Oh, nearly a chance there, but couldn't quite get it. But Wan-Bissaka.
Brilliant block. Joel Ward. Great block to deny Cavani.
Cavani was there, and that would have been 1-0.
Great ball, whoever put it in, to be fair.
Wan-Bissaka.
And
people say Wan-Bissaka can't do crossing. Have a word with yourselves, lad. Have a word with yourselves. Eric Bailly playing a game with Benteke. It's called "You're Not Getting the Ball Off Me, Dickhead." Matic with a sideways pass to Maguire. Really don't understand why you pass it to Maguire. But Bruno, and no, that's going to be headed away. But Bruno, runs back, and that'll be another throw in. Bruno probably looking around at his players going, anyone want to do any work today? But no, and Cavani was there, and they're just showing the replay. Wan-Bissaka puts in a lovely cross across the 6-yard box, and Joe Ward is kicking that away from Cavani, and it's finally put away by Cahill. But Cavani was right behind him, and Cavani would have poached onto that with no tomorrow. But it is going to be a throw into Palace. Ward will take it halfway in the Palace half on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get 0-0 at the break.
Yeah, we're awaiting added time for the first half. Obviously, the coaching team is back to normal for United. Michael Carrick, Mike Phelan are back. Counter-attack from Palace on the left-hand side. A cross put in, and Dean Henderson picks that up on the 6-yard box. I could definitely work at Radio 5 Live. I'm not joking.
No.
I'm liking these watch-alongs. They're quite fun.
Yeah, they're good. We just need a Crystal Palace goal. That's all we need, and that's our time. No,
there hasn't been many breaks in the game anyway.
Right, yeah, 0's right. Obviously, Cameron's pushed to Rashford here because he had the chance of the half.
Yeah. Oh, a great chance for Rashford, but he puts it just wide of the post. But Gini, what's your thoughts on the first half then?
Yeah, very quiet, very boring. But if that was that, if they were walking from a full-time whistle, I'd be delighted with a point being a Liverpool fan. But United's attacking threat has been very quiet. Crystal Palace don't even look to want to make an attacking threat at the moment. It's just side-to-side football, really. So we hope for a better second half for Crystal Palace.
We do. We absolutely do. I thought it was a slow game. I thought Rashford, to be expected, a very slow start. United never normally start in games quite fast. I think both teams will be fairly content going in at halftime 0-0. I think Ollie will be a bit annoyed because Rashford didn't take a bread and butter chance, to be fair. It's something you'd expect Rashford to be putting away all day, really. Defensively, Palace have looked sound. Obviously, towards the end, they had that great chance. Well, United did of going 1-up because Cavani was hanging on that 6-yard box, waiting for the cross from Wan-Bissaka, which came across the 6-yard box. But obviously, Ward getting the clearance. But no, I think 0-0 is fairly fair. I don't think either team have done enough to justify going in front at half time, but we always know that in the second half, that's when the fun begins, doesn't it, for United?
Yeah. But to be fair, if this was Liverpool playing midweek, say we had Crystal Palace, and then we had Chelsea on the weekend, you want to get that game, you want to get the game out, put to bed early, really. So the longer it gets, obviously, with the week Man United bench, really, it's not strong. There's no huge attacking threat in there. I'm no disrespect.
There's unknown attacking threat. Diallo and Shatiri, which Roy Hodgson won't know an awful lot about. So that could be an advantage to Ollie if he should use it. Yeah. Maybe a Dan James. I expect Dan James will come on after 60 minutes to replace Cavani or Mason Greenwood going up top. I would be very surprised if Cavani makes it through the whole game. But I just want to look at some of the results from earlier on in the day. We did finish Burnley 1, Leicester 1. Obviously, with all the injuries that Leicester have got, it's always going to be difficult for them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, huge result. Obviously, for the top 4 race, it does look like that. They didn't have any huge attacking threat. Obviously, they've got Vardy on the pitch, but his attacking threat goes out the window without the likes of Maddison and Harvey Barnes, because he just didn't get the service again today. Like we've seen a lot. came from a good goal from Iniacho to obviously make it 1-1, but a huge result in the top 4 race. And I can't see Leicester staying in it this season.
The surprise result, and when I say surprise result, I mean this. Sheffield United won, Villa 0.
Yes.
I mean, even with Phil Jagielka getting sent off after 57th minute, I mean, huge result for Chris Wilder's Sheffield United.
Yeah, massive result. Obviously, Villa without Grealish. I didn't actually watch this game. I actually had the Leicester-Burnley game on. So I still haven't seen the Sheffield United goal. Unless
David
you have. Yes, no. But yeah, the question was, how would Villa cope without Grealish? Obviously, they only got 1 goal and relied on the defence and the keeper against Leeds, against a very poor Leeds team. I thought it was on Saturday. They didn't really turn up, and then they've just gone and bottled it to Sheffield United, really. So it just shows, if anything, how much they miss Jack Grealish.
It was a big loss. Obviously, it's not all loss for Villa. They still will have 2 games in hand over Liverpool and Chelsea, but the games in hand over Spurs and Everton, that is no more. That was their game in hand, I believe, unless Spurs and Everton are playing in midweek, but I don't think they are. But I want to look at the bottom of the table. My mistake. The one I wanted to talk about though is Sheffield United are 9 points. Well, no, they're 9 points off 18th and 12 points off 17th. It would be one heck of a comeback.
Yeah,
but it looks like they've just started a little too late to start stringing these results up.
Yeah, you just said it. It's too little, too late for Sheffield United. Obviously, I can see Newcastle going down. The rest,
especially with
St. Maximin
injured.
Yeah, exactly. So huge misses there. So I can see Newcastle getting it in, but I hope it's Fulham, and I do think it will be Fulham to survive if any of the bottom 3 at the minute stay up. But I just can't see. I know Brighton have been poor recently with the goal scoring. I just can't see Sheffield United crawling back. That's like what, an 11-point drought in there for Brighton. 12 there, yeah. So I do think it's too little, too late for Chris Wilder's men.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But shame. Maybe they just don't want to finish bottom of the league and want to try and overstep West Brom maybe. But no, look, I think you're right with what you're saying. United, not that we're obviously going ahead of ourselves, but do you think they would have probably secured top 4 now?
Yes, United. Yeah, I would. I'd say it's City, it's United. They're the top 4, and then there's two teams for hopefully my team, and I'd imagine Chelsea as well. Yeah. But there's so many teams. I think there's 6 teams battling for this. Obviously, Leicester are in there. West Ham, huge contenders at the minute. Tottenham, you can still class us in there. They're only 1 point behind us. Everton too. Unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, they are in this race with us.
If they win their game in hand over you and Chelsea, they jump you. Yeah. Hold up. If they win their games in hand over West Ham, Chelsea, and Liverpool, they jump to 4th. Now, Gini, I don't want to create any too much content. There is enough for one night, but I will definitely be getting you on the last day of the season if Everton finish top 4 and you don't. It will be happening. Don will be around that house plugging in your laptop and making sure that you're tied there, because that reaction would be absolutely epic. We'd also try and get Sonny on as well. But everyone watching, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and share the stream on all your socials. Mine and Gini's links are in the description as well, should you wish to follow us as well. Definitely do that, though, because you'll get updated when we next go live. Obviously, they're just talking about the chances. Rashford and Matic are good chances. Greater having to make a great save for Matic's, and obviously Rashford's he dragging it sort of past the post, which is surprising. Craig in the comments, score predictions now. I went for 3-1, so I'm going to straight away change mine to 2-0. 2-0.
2-0 United.
Damn it,
Yeah.
2-0 Palace.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah, 2-0 to United.
I'm gonna stick with my gut instinct. My first answer, 1-1. Yeah, I'm not gonna change mine.
Gini not changing his prediction, but it is tight for that race of Champions League. And if Spurs win theirs, they'll be a point behind you guys and 2 points behind Chelsea.
Yeah.
Same with Villa. I think it's safe to say Arsenal are out of the top 4 race.
Yeah, definitely. Their race is the mid-table from now on till the end of the season. But obviously, you can't count them out of Champions League because they still have that Europa League lifeline. Obviously,
you can count them out of Gini. You're being far too polite there. They are not winning Europa League. Don't be ridiculous.
Well, we never know, but yeah, it looks
like the favourites of that competition are Milan or United.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it'll do Arsenal a bit. The whole world are good just being outside of Europe, just focus on the league. No, generally,
it will. No, it'll be a very bad move because they won't. Who are they going to attract? Oh yeah, we've got no European football and we won't pay you a fat ass wage either. Who are they attracting? Fucking Benteke.
Well, there's clearly a plan there because Partey dropped down from First League Atletico, Champions League football, to Arsenal in the Europa League. So there's a long-term project, and that's the only thing. Maybe I'm being too polite for Arsenal.
Yeah, maybe a bit. Maybe you are, because I think a lot of it is down to money for Partey. And Europa League isn't too much of a drop down. Well, it is a drop down, but it isn't too much. And by the European lot, they do respect the Europa League a lot because obviously back to the UEFA Cup days, isn't it? It is respected in every part of the world, well, Europe, apart from over here in England. But if Ollie was to come second and win the Europa League or the FA Cup or even both, that would have to be classed as a successful season for United, wouldn't it?
Oh, massively. It'd take a miracle to overtake, to finish above this City side at the minute. So second's their second best, and obviously they want silverware. So if they can get the Europa League, which they are expected to win realistically, but you wouldn't expect a higher Premier League finish. So
no. Do you think that might shut some of the Ollie outers up? Going, he's brought back silverware. Do you expect that maybe some of these Ollie outers might just politely shut their mouths?
Yeah, if they get it. Like I said before, I don't actually know. A proper United fan that is Ollie out.
There's shit tons on Twitter. Shit tons on Twitter.
Yeah, how much, how much do they really support their team?
But that's what I wonder.
There's something
on the Football Terrace. There's a couple. I don't know if you watch the Football Terrace. I do sometimes to just have a look there. Normally, I like a lot of their shows, apart from when Terry is being a drama queen and overreactive. Very reactionary is Terry, in my opinion. And if he clips this or whatever, or if someone goes, "Oh, Terry, did you see this?" I don't care. You are very reactionary. It's not it's not necessarily a negative thing. Obviously, I don't support United, hence why I'm not reactionary. But it does appear that, look, give Ollie time and he'll bring you the success that you want. There's clearly a plan in place at United, isn't there?
Yeah. There's a plan. I don't know how much will get executed of the plan because of the board. Their board do not, if they had owners like a Roman Abramovich and they go and get a Jadon Sancho at right wing, and then they go and get two brilliant centre backs, and then
they'll get Jadon Sancho, Haaland, De Jong, De Ligt all in one transfer window.
Yeah. But I just don't know how much of the plan will get executed under the Ed Woodwards, and I hope it doesn't.
I don't think it's necessarily Ed Woodward. It is the Glazers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Ollie and Moy both looking a little bit grumpy on the replays they showed there. Anyway.
Yeah.
As you'd probably expect, 0-0 probably doesn't. I don't know. It definitely doesn't suit United. They need to win this game. and get a draw against City. If they can get a draw against City, it not benefits them in any way, shape, or form, but it does stop City from maybe being so dominant. I don't know. We're yet to see what City react like after a setback.
Yeah.
But do you think City will go on to do the quadruple though?
No, I just
Same.
I think they are the best side in Europe, but I don't think they're going to win it. I just don't think. I don't know why. It just doesn't scream out to me that they're going to win it. I think in a two-legged tie, some team will just cause an upset. But by no means is that disrespect to City, because I do think at this current stage they are the best team in the competition. Yeah. I just think they will crumble.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely. I think City, for me, they've always struggled in Europe. They're just showing Bruno's stats. Possession lost, he's top of the pile. Fouls committed, he's top of the pile. Touches, he's 7th. I mean, not the greatest of first halves from Bruno. And you would expect a better performance from him in the second half. But as I was saying, I agree with you in terms of City. I don't think they'll win the Champions League. And actually, I don't think they'll win the FA Cup. I think they'll become unstuck in the FA Cup, especially when it starts coming to the crunch period. I know their bench is very depthful. I know that, but there is always a lot to do. And I just feel that it will be too much for City to do a quadruple.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, you can't even, fully write these domestic cups off. I know Tottenham are in a poor thinking, but it's Mourinho. It's a it's a one-off game in the cup final. So you just don't know.
There's no one better than Mourinho. There's no one better than Mourinho in a cup final. I think he's finished. I know he should retire, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's still Mourinho in a cup final, and you can't ever look past Mourinho in a cup final. May not be the greatest, but you certainly don't want to be disrespectful to Mourinho. Not that I think Pep will.
Yeah.
Don't forget, it is their trophy. But we are back. We are ready for the second half, and we have started. Palace kicking from right to left, and United kicking from left to right. Straight away, someone boots a ball into is that Mitrovic?
Mitrovic, yeah.
Mitrovic, he's gone to the floor on a cold night in London, and it was Mustard Boy boots the ball in his face. Absolutely well done, Mason Greenwood there. Absolutely love to see it. A violent assault from Mason Greenwood with the football, and I do love to see it. As I say, I make no apologies that I am a Mason Greenwood fanboy. He's about the only one in the United side I do like.
Yeah.
Gini, not so much.
None of this team. Off the pitch, obviously, you can't hate. Well, he's done really well there, Marcus Rashford. You can't hate Marcus Rashford off the pitch. But when he's got the United shirt on, you don't like it.
Yeah, the rivals for you, obviously, you can't be praising your rivals, especially on a live stream where people can clip it. Hence why Gini's being so polite. But there's a corner on the left-hand side for United. Left-hand side for United. Bruno will cross it in. He crosses it in to a Palace player. But Harry Maguire, the most tactically gifted player, is going to put a cross in. Fuck me, this is going to be funny. And he puts a cross in, and it is saved by Guaita. A poor cross from Harry Maguire. Maybe don't put him on the wing, Ollie. Again, it's another one of my iconic suggestions. Maguire's not a winger.
It would also be a typical Nile jinx for Maguire to score like a last-minute header in a watch-along that you're doing.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a winger's job, would it? He would have to put the cross in. For me to have egg on my face, he would have to put the cross in, and it would have to be a good cross and a good header from, I presume, a Greenwood at that point.
Yeah.
But Greenwood would score, so I'll be delighted. Wan-Bissaka with a throw on the halfway line, throws it to Matic. Or is that Maguire? No, that was Matic. No, it wasn't. That was Maguire. I have no idea who that player was. It was Bruno. It was Bruno. I completely got that one wrong. Rashford loses possession though, and it'll be a Crystal Palace throw in by the away dugout, and now on the halfway line.
Yeah.
Switches the ball to. Well, I thought it was going to Eze on the left, but not quite. And a free kick to Palace. Ayew is the one who was brought down by Bruno Fernandes. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was Rashford. Rashford wouldn't be so violent.
Come on, we need to see a Palace goal. Let's liven up things in the Gini household.
Mason Greenwood, score. I need entertainment. Palace. Oh, Benteke has sort of got away from Wan-Bissaka there. And that'll
corner. Come on!
Palace corner. Benteke doing very well there to get the corner for Palace.
I have a feeling here.
Yeah, of course, it's a set piece.
Genie instinct. It'll be Gary Cahill. Oh, they've taken it bloody short.
Corner.
Honestly, I can't stand short corners. Oh,
that'll be another corner.
Yeah, Liverpool always do it. It will grind my gears. Just get the ball in the bloody box, man. None of this short corner rubbish.
I'm pretty sure that was Van Arnold. Who had the ball there.
Come on.
Shaw is pushing Ayew and Benteke. He's fucking both of them. Fuck me. You don't want that. And Maguire is the one who
headed everything out defensively from these corners.
Yeah, he's not too bad again.
It's okay. He's gone for it. It's deflected, but he has gone for it. You've got to rate it.
I love how you're like, what? I'm like, yeah, mate, that's flying way over the bar. I'm not even going to react to that.
No.
They're showing the replay, a bicycle kick from Benteke, never going to go well. Headed away by guess who? Good old Harry Maguire there, heading it away, and Bruno's going to chase that, and Guaita's going to kick that back long.
Tell you what,
aiming for Benteke.
Lights are blinding the top of the screen.
Yeah, it's because Palace got quite a short pit, small.
Just see the mist. Yeah. I tell you what, though, when there's fans in Selhurst Park, especially they call them the Palace Ultras, that end that they're shooting towards now is very loud.
Yeah, it's very hostile as well.
Yes, it is.
Place. A very old school place, but and Henderson very good hands there. Didn't even drop it. De Gea would have been punching that over the bar. Henderson just picking it up, like just catching it. So you have to. I've been very impressed with Dean Henderson, and they would be ridiculous to let him go next season. Absolutely ridiculous. He should be number one. From what I've seen, that can obviously change. But for me, De Gea's bravery has gone. But obviously, we wish him all the best. Obviously, out with personal reasons tonight. Yeah. So we hope that all is well. And Cavani is not chasing that. He's like, no, fuck that. I'm 35 years old. Get fucked.
Gary Cahill was having none of it. I don't know why he's not let that go to the keeper, and he's just giving the ball away. And that's got to be off. Oh, I thought that would be. But no foul.
I don't know why I got an update there from the weather. We're in lockdown and my phone's giving me weather updates. I'm not allowed to leave. Boris told me not to leave. Dean Henderson is moaning at someone. It's going to be a Palace throw-in deep into the United half.
Yeah.
Eze looked like he was going to take it, but he leaves it for Van Arnold. Dean Henderson's got a great big smile on his face. He's like, yes, boys, I've got all of this. Van Arnold with the throw-in.
Bristol City level with Bournemouth in the Championship. Stoke level with Swansea.
We love to see the Championship sometimes. I'm thinking of doing a watch along for a Championship game at some point. I think that would be class.
Yeah. What when one time Friday Night Football?
Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking about that. Although Fridays are now looking like they're going to be the weekly shows, which might make things a little bit more different. Difficult. A slow start again from United in the second half, as always. Cavani chases the ball. There's not much of a press going on from United today.
No, looks like they burnt all the press out against Chelsea, especially in that first half. Well,
yeah. United are not normally a pressing team anyway, so
yeah.
they're probably like, boss, hold on, what did you want us to do again? Press like you did at Chelsea. I'm sorry, I don't know what pressing is. You got one press out of me all season. Fuck off. But Fred with the ball. Fred is the most creative player on the pitch right now and passes it straight to Gary
Typical.
Cahill.
Come on.
And
Come on,
Palace on the break on the right-hand side. Squared back, but that's only as far as Matic will run the ball towards the halfway line. Gets it to Bruno. Bruno is probably going to switch play, I assume. He does, but on the floor.
Fear is United going 1-0 up because as soon as they get that first goal, it's 2-0. Because Palace will start to, get on the front foot a bit, and then they'll just catch them on the counter attack. So.
Yeah, it'll open them up a lot, won't it? Yeah. So a very good observation there from Gini. Maguire with the ball passes it straight back to Luke Shaw. Nope, that's to Matic. One of the same player, Fred, to my boy Greenwood, who sees Wan-Bissaka across there, and that's stopped by it looked like Ward. Ward looked like that. Yeah. Fred, and that'll be a free kick to Crystal Palace because of Eric Bailly. Didn't look an awful lot in there, but Mariner deciding a free kick is needed.
Benteke. When we will see Matata, is it pronounced Matata? The one from Frankfurt. Will we see him today? I'd love to see him.
Maybe. I don't. Maybe for Ayew, I don't see him taking off Benteke.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
But Palace are used to getting some late goals, but so are the team they're playing against. So even if this is 0-0 towards the end of the game, don't expect it to end 0-0. Obviously, it could end 0-0, but I wouldn't expect so.
Brilliant touch from Messi. No,
Ollie's going to have to make some changes, I feel. I don't feel this is working too well. I think Cavani will have to come off in about... Yeah, I think Cavani will have to come off. Connor in the comments saying, no, what have I missed? Nothing much.
Nothing.
Rashford with a great chance in the first half, but he sort of pulled it too far from the post. Matic with a great chance, but Guaita making a good save to prevent it going from top bins. But apart from that, mate, absolutely nothing. We were just talking about the changes that United and Ollie will have to make, and it looks like Dan James may have to come on. Obviously, Cavani is just coming back from injury, so I'm fully expecting Cavani to have to come off soon, which I would expect, especially with his form. Dan James, but he's not the most. I'm not sure this game would suit him because he's not very gifted with the technical abilities. I'm thinking maybe a Diallo, and I know it will sound crazy, but Diallo for me, he's a bit more, shall I say, technical maybe. But talking of a technical player, Mason Greenwood on the ball passes it to Fred in the middle. Fred slips over to Matic. Matic gets it over to Shaw on the left-hand side. Shaw being crowded out by two players, and Rashford is kicked out for a goal kick. Very slow start to the second half, I feel. And Rashford with, he's just kicked out for a goal kick. But a slow start again from United to the second half, which were very similar to the first half.
Yeah, very similar.
Ollie's in the stand.
He's always in the stand. He's always sat down the boring ball.
No, I mean he's not in the dugout. He's decided to take a walk up the stand.
Oh,
he's sort of maybe to get a higher
possibly.
View. Yeah, he's sat on the red seats. He's not.
Yeah, you're right.
He's decided to go a bit higher up in the stand. Maybe just to get a better view and to see what he can achieve and what he needs. Bailly there with one of his playing. We should have played Bailly bingo. First ridiculous thing he does, and it's the 57th minute. Superman header. But a free kick in a very dangerous place. Here it is. There it is. By with a flying header. Fred conceding the free kick on the D. On the edge of the D, it will be a free kick central.
This is going in. If this goes in, you have to say you love Exeter live on stream.
Absolutely not. But it is central. Who is going to take it? Eze was the one who put it down, but it looks like it will be Mitchell.
No, it's not going
in. Henderson is organising the wall. Cavani, Maguire, Matic, and Rashford are in the wall. Matic just turning Rashford around to get the final instructions from Dean Henderson. Mihojevic is going to take the free kick right on the edge of the D. I can't possibly tell you. Mariner sorting out some issues there. And probably a bit of pushing. Mihojevic. Will it go in? It's central of the D. Taken and it wasn't getting over the wall. Looked like Cavani hit it, and then that's been hit wide by Andros Townsend. But the free kick wasn't making its way past. It was actually Matic who got the head to it. Obviously, Fred doing the sort of sitting behind the wall, as we all see nowadays. Mihojevic not getting enough traction on the ball. And then
Townsend could have scored.
It was hit wide by Andros Townsend.
I thought it was going in.
Yeah, it was close. It was very close. Eze to Ayew. Oh, no, that was to Benteke. But United have got the ball now, and they've lost possession again in the centre circle. And Venano, it looked like there, but I could be wrong. And that will be a throw into United deep into their own half, or halfway into their own half, shall I say. Not the most entertaining of games. Not the most entertaining. Will United do anything? That is the question. Will they actually do anything, or are they just going to do sweet fuck all? Ollie's going to have to make a couple of changes because they're not attacking at all in the second half at the moment. But Greenwood with the ball running towards Van Aanholt. He kicks it a bit too far, and Van Aanholt is going to get that. But Cavani's gone to help, and Cavani's picked up the ball, run into the center, run into the box, but Cavani loses it, and it looked like that was Gary Cahill or Dunn. No, it was Cahill, but there's a Palace player on the floor, but he's got back up now.
None of it. They didn't stop for him.
No, United not stopping for that. Telling him to get back up. They know what the plan is.
We're too nice, man.
Yeah, you got to be a bit of an ass, I guess. Bailly with the ball now in the United half. Bailly passes it to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. Bruno to Fred. Back to Bruno. Finds Greenwood in the centre, who gets it to Matic. Palace are sort of camping on the edge of their box now. Matic trying to look for an opening, but nothing there. They've got all the people behind them, as you would expect. It is going to be a moment of brilliance, I suspect, to win this game. Fred to Rashford.
It's going to be a lucky deflection. None of this is going to be brilliant. It's going to be
it always is, isn't it? It's a moment of brilliance.
From United, it's always luck.
They've always been having moments of brilliance. It's because they don't do system goals, apparently. Normally it's from Bruno, isn't it? But it looks like Palace are going to make a change. It looks like McCarthy will be the one coming off. Not sure who he's being replaced by. It is Riedewald?
Yeah, Riedewald, yeah.
Riedewald. So it's James McCarthy coming off for Jairo Riedewald. McCarthy looks like he's got an injury. He's walking straight down to the tunnel. No changes from United so far. Ollie has been sitting in the stands. He's not been sent off. He's just having a little different look, I suspect. But there's no sign of a United change. 62 minutes into the game. Cavani's still on the pitch, which does surprise me a lot because Cavani probably, arguably, should have been taken off, in my opinion. But that's a long ball and too long and too hard for Cavani. And they're going to have to take Cavani off, aren't they?
Yeah, they lack the fire. Well, to be fair, Martial doesn't bring much firepower. But yeah, I'm expecting
it doesn't even matter if Martial has firepower. He's not on the bench.
Yeah, so they're not going to miss him. But I'm expecting a Daniel James change soon from Solskjaer, to be fair. Maybe Greenwood or Rashford up front.
Yeah. I think maybe a Diallo. Maybe Diallo might open up this game with his tricky tricky passing, maybe. But they are going to have to look at it. But there is no change for United at the moment. 63 minutes into a game, they've only had 47% of possession, so not dominating it by any means. But it is interesting.
Ollie does like to make his changes late, though, doesn't he?
He does.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you see it 70th, 80th minute.
Yeah, he doesn't make normally early changes
so far.
Well, it's his first game back, isn't it? He ain't gonna do 90 minutes. Absolutely no way. A long ball over to Ayew, Benteke, and he miskicks that, and United have got the ball again.
I watched that for years at Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can be awfully surprised that Benteke's missed that. But a long diagonal ball to the left-hand side. Rashford's going to run onto it. Rashford gets it looks like a throw-in. That will be a throw-in.
Yeah.
Just going to show the Benteke chance again. Oh, no, it's showing it offside. Well, no, it wasn't offside. But Gini, don't watch if you don't want to see if you don't want memories coming back to hurt. And that one, Benteke kicks it the wrong way. The wrong way.
Off the other shin. Completely misread it.
Absolutely. Well done to Benteke. And Fred finds Greenwood. Greenwood on the right-hand side. Crosses a great cross in, but that's headed away. Back to Greenwood with the help of Fred. Greenwood switches play over to Rashford. No, that's to Luke Shaw. But it's headed away for a United throw-in deep in the Crystal Palace half. Ward with the header there. There's still no changes from United, but they have got some people warming up. Diallo and James and Shortiri, by the looks of it, from where I'm sitting.
Wow, how can you see that?
I'm making a guess. I'm guessing. That would be the three I'll be getting all warm up anyway. The game doesn't need a McTominay, does it? Let's be real.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 75th minute McTominay sub for Matic. I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe for Fred. Maybe for Fred.
Yeah.
But Cavani looks dead on his feet out there. He hasn't got the running left in him. 65 minutes in. I said that he would last 60 minutes. I mean, I'm not surprised he's last longer. This is Ollie. Does make his tactical changes late. Obviously, he only made the one at Stamford Bridge. But the team, he didn't want to win that game, did he? He absolutely will want to win this game. Bruno's still been very quiet. But the ball over to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. But Luke Shaw miskicked. Well, not enough power there. But Ayew gives away a corner on the halfway line to United. Throw in by Luke Shaw to I want to say Fred. I want to say that's Fred. Looks like one of the people warming up has gone back to sit on the bench. Two of them are still warming up. I don't have a clue who they are. I'm presuming one looks like Diallo. One does look like Diallo. You can tell he's quite a short guy. He's quite short and thin. You can tell who Diallo is. United free kick in the Palace half and towards the halfway line. But Ollie has made it his way back to the bench, having a little chat with Mike Phelan. Dan James is warming up. He's doing a bit of a deeper warm-up as well. So a bit more of a warm-up. And it looked like the other person who was doing a warm-up has gone to sit back on the bench. I wouldn't be surprised if Ollie don't make any changes of this, right? Wan-Bissaka to Greenwood. What's your thoughts on the game so far, anyway?
Yeah, boring. As I was like, well, to be fair, I didn't really expect a boring game. I don't know why I didn't expect it, with Crystal Palace being one of the teams with no Zaha. But yeah, I can't predict which way this is going to go because the more and more it gets, the more and more likely this 0-0 result, looks, which I'm hoping for. Because I just hope.
You're just hoping for a draw, aren't you? For me, I think United will snatch a winner at some point. It certainly won't be a convincing win, but it's not about how you play in this sort of end of the league. Greenwood gets the ball and passes it, switches play to Matic. She'll get it over to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side on the edge of the area. Luke Shaw, not over back to Bruno, who switches it to Wan-Bissaka.
If we go back to your the comment that was at half time, it was like predictions now. Can you? Yeah. What are your predictions now? Are you still sticking with the 2-0 with 25 minutes to go?
1-0. I think I don't know. I feel like there'll be a winner in this, but I don't think it'll be for Palace. I think United will snatch it right at the end. Sort of typical United. I'm presuming you're going to go for 0-0. I mean, with 22 minutes to go.
Yeah. I'm definitely not saying United 1-0. Saying Palace 1-0, but I don't really believe it. So, right, no, 1-0 Palace. Let's go. 1-0 Palace.
So Gini instead 1-1, but he's going to knock off a goal for United. He's going 1-0. Dan James is still warming up, so I presume that means Dan James will be coming on shortly. 70 minutes Cavani's made. Greenwood with the ball. He's going to go for a run. Go on, Greenwood. Are you? Whoever. Van Arnold, leave my boy alone. Yeah, dickhead. Greenwood kicks the ball towards the advertising hoarding. And Palace just doing a little bit of time wasting. Eze could kick the ball to Wan-Bissaka. Have some respect for the former Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka with the ball here, passing it back to Bailly, who will pass it back to Maguire. I've seen more sideward passes in this game than I care to think, and passes aren't connecting. Bruno's quiet, but a moment of brilliance from Bruno is always expected at some point in a game, especially when you're not playing against top six. But yeah. the game is boring. I mean, it's not like the Arsenal-Leicester game, let's be honest. That was full of goals.
Yes, that was entertaining.
That was a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
Dan James is still warming up. I don't know why he's not making a change, because United are not getting into this game at the moment. I mean, it would have to be for Cavani, though, wouldn't it?
You'd imagine so, because to be fair, he hasn't got much of the service, but that Cavani's that type of player. He thrives off service. Cavani needs service to be in the game.
He's also dead on his feet.
Yeah, and he's coming back from an injury. Maybe, we don't actually know. And Martial being injured, I don't even think he'd have started this game. So maybe it was too early for Cavani anyway. But yeah, I would imagine it's Cavani off, if there is a sub.
Don't be disrespectful to the Greenwood. That's all I say. Roman Soldier, thank you for joining us, but don't be disrespectful to the Greenwood. I love the Greenwood. Everyone watching, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, share the stream on all your socials, get as many people in here as possible. It would be great to get more of your comments in. What are you thinking? What's your score predictions, guys? Give us your score predictions. We'll see if you get it right. I reckon a lot of them will be 1-0 or 0-0s at this rate. And also, if you want to follow me and Gini on Twitter, the links are in the description. Mariner giving a throw into Palace. United still not making a change. Does surprise me with City coming up on the weekend. You're going to want Cavani fit and ready for that game. Roman Soldier, not being disrespectful, just being real. I know, mate, but Palace are hard. They sit back and deep. And there's not he's not the only one. I think Rashford's having quite a game. Bruno has been shocking. I mean, if we want to describe anyone as shocking, I'd be more inclined to use it for Bruno. I think Bruno's been average at best today. But make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you know when we go live next tomorrow. There should be a match preview for the Chelsea Liverpool game. Is it at Stamford Bridge or is it at Anfield?
Yeah, Anfield tomorrow.
Okay, so I'll go down for a 6-0 victory to Chelsea because Liverpool cannot play at Anfield at the moment. Greenwood with a great little bit of play from Greenwood, jumping over 2 players and sending it off. Rashford still with the ball in the penalty area and can't do anything there. Looks like that'll be Palace clearing that. Roman saying, but Bruno is still more likely to create that something than Greenwood. Tonight's performance suggests otherwise. So I'm being brutally honest. Greenwood looks like he's more effective tonight. I know that, and Gini can vouch for me. I said earlier that Greenwood, that Bruno, that moment of brilliance, that something extra can do it. It looks like it is a change. It is Scott McTominay, but it's not for Matic. It is for Fred. And he, the Scotsman, is wearing Under Armour. The Scotsman. You've got Bruno and fucking Cavani who are like, yeah, we'll go short sleeves. And then you got the Scotsman, Scott McTominay. I take back my comments. He is not a man. I'm joking. Personal comfort and all of that. Roman saying, I get that, but from what I've seen, Bruno can give you that one thing, even after a bad performance. I totally agree. I've said this already. I've said that Bruno will always have that threat. But here is Greenwood. Is that Greenwood? Oh, he closed down. McTominay.
You just know it's going to happen.
It is looking closer and closer. McTominay have a bit of fight in him, and he can get a good goal as well. Can Scott McTominay? Probably another one I quite like because he's got a bit of a fighter in him, and I quite like fighters. But no, I totally respect your opinion, Roman. I just think Greenwood has still been a little bit more effective in the game today. And I also think Greenwood will be moved up front because Cavani will have to come off at some point. I know it wouldn't be the most ideal change, but he's just come back from injury. And that's my thoughts anyway. That'd be did that not go out of play? Eze's got the ball?
Yes.
McTominay trying to get hold of him, but can't quite do anything there. But you were right with the first change in the 70th minute with Scott McTominay coming on. Yeah. You did say it was for Matic. Matic. You got 50% of it right.
Yeah, you got to give me some credit. I'll take half marks.
I do.
Come on, Jordan Ayew, make something happen, son. Come on.
Jordan Ayew, mate. Don't expect too much.
Yeah, I didn't.
And my star boy, Mason Greenwood, with the ball there. Just in case anyone is wondering, I'm not a United fan. I just really like Mason Greenwood. I also like Phil Foden as well. It's good that they're both mates. And Dan James coming off for Cavani. So that will be Mason Greenwood going up top. Cavani, very not a bad game, but not very influential. But obviously, just come back from injury. Not enough service going into him. Palace defending very well, but Dan James has come on. He'll go on the right hand side, and you'll see Greenwood moving up to that striker role, and we'll see what Greenwood can do up there. Yeah,
the mist is really putting me off from the floodlights, especially with in a white kit.
Never played in the mist?
Probably. I can't remember.
I've refereed in a flaming blizzard, so this is easy for me. Yeah. And Harry Maguire, is that Maguire? Please tell me that's Maguire. Is he? Oh no, it's it's Bailly. Oh no, Bailly is on the floor.
How have you just compared Bailly and Maguire? How have you managed to get this?
No. I couldn't see the faces or the body. I was barely looking. But Bailly is on the floor. You just know he's injured now. Bailly will be out for the next 3 weeks. He is injured. No, I'm joking. But it wouldn't surprise me if he's picked up a knock from that. Dan James on the right-hand side gets a cross in to Bruno. Bruno doesn't hit it first time. He moves it to the left-hand side. Cross in. Oh, Dan James. It's that lad. I also, another one I do like Dan James because he is the Welsh Sonic. I don't know why. I feel like he's just he's not the greatest footballer, but he just runs around. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, it was deflection as well. So it is corner to United. Oh no, Dan James did Dan James, is that a corner? Yeah, it is a corner. Dan James moving back because he's a short ass, and you don't really want a short ass in the box for a corner. But you have got a McTominay, so can McTominay do anything? Oh, and that's headed away, and that will be Dan James that picks up the ball there. Dan James crossed in by Shaw, and that is headed away, and that is booted away by a Palace player, only as far as Eric Bailly on the, Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line.
Bruno dropping deep.
Yeah, as you always expect with corners, although you'd always expect him on the edge of the box.
Edge of the box, yeah.
They pull skulls like.
Yeah. 12 minutes gone. It's getting to United territory, to be fair, to pull out.
It is getting to United territory. You know what's coming. Everyone watching, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. And do you think this is United time? United have scored the most goals other than anyone in the Premier League in the last 15 minutes. So this is United time. This is United territory. They haven't got the ball, though. Palace are a ball in the United half. Back into the Palace half. Palace will take a point, won't they?
100%. Yeah, definitely. A point would be massive for them, obviously, especially with United's away record over the last year. But there's still 10 minutes to go. So I'm not.
I was just about to say, you know what's coming.
Yeah. I can see McTominay or Dan James scoring a fluke.
If Greenwood scores, I will be jumping up and down like a madman. I won't. I'll just be fist bumping a lot. I love Mason Greenwood, and no one clipped that. Mason Greenwood is one of my favourite players. But
goals conceded,
of course they are.
What I wanted to see, especially because my team's up there as well. But yeah, it's crying out for a late United winner now, really.
So United are the team that normally scores the most in the last 15 minutes, and Palace normally concede in the last 15 minutes. Well, boys, I don't like to be a stats man, but that does read quite well into what I'm thinking. There is another United player warming up. It does look a little bit like, I'm thinking maybe Dial. No, I think that might be Brandon Williams. Not sure why you'd be bringing on Brandon Williams. I mean, maybe I've absolutely no idea why you bring on Brandon Williams at left back in a game you need to get a goal. But United have got the ball there. Mason Greenwood kicking it. No, that was that was Greenwood.
Yeah.
Always have faith in myself. I should always have faith. McTominay's playing up front, basically. Greenwood with the ball, and that is a save by Guaita.
Was it a save?
Yeah, he saved it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. The replay is up now.
No, he didn't.
Oh, no, he didn't.
It's a poor shot from Greenwood, but you don't want to admit it. What a poor player.
What a great save from Guaita there. What a great save. Very close from Greenwood. Very difficult shot to take as well, which is true, even though Gini will not admit that. Imagine if Mason Greenwood gets a winner. Roman Soldier will have to come on and give me an apology. I'll be expecting a raging apology there. We're coming into the last 9 minutes of normal time. Scott McTominay winning the header, of course. And Dan James is not going to be moored in the air. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. Not happening. Eric Bailly looks like he's got an injured eye. That'll be a 3-week injury for Eric Bailly. He's holding his eye. That'll be a 3-week injury. United will be like, yeah, it's a muscle injury. They never say much on their injuries. A bit like Liverpool.
Yeah. It is frustrating, but slowly getting our injuries back.
Not the key ones, though.
It's very true. Yeah. Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, Henderson, definitely not. We got this week. We got good news. Alisson back, and obviously, God bless Alisson at this tough time, and God rest his dad's soul, and rest in peace. But it's brilliant that Alisson's back, and in contention for tomorrow. So I assume he'll be picked. Fabinho now back, and Jota as well, back from injury.
Wow,
so Ben as well. Not that he's gonna be picked, but it's still
obviously Gini Wijnaldum as captain.
Yes.
If he's not playing, Roberto Firmino, the guy who cannot speak a word of English, will be the Liverpool captain when Gini's not playing, which is quite remarkable. Palace are making this up. Nah, that ain't him, is it?
Schlupp for Eze. Going defensive.
Well, do you blame them? They concede the most goals in the second half. Eze coming off, they are putting in that DM, which means there's going to be 8 minutes of complete attack from United now, desperately trying to get a winner. Palace are now setting up defensively. I am shocked.
I am just going to get a lucky drink, because whenever I get a drink light on, it always goes my way. Trust me on this one.
And Palace have got the ball, but United with Scott McTominay to Eric Bailly. Eric Bailly a long ball forward to Greenwood. But Greenwood hits that long but doesn't quite get his head to it. So Palace on the attack now. Palace, what can they do on the right-hand side? They get past. They get in behind the United defence. A cross in, but Dean Henderson comes to collect that quite nicely. Nice. I've been very impressed with Dean Henderson's goalkeeping today. It's been very good. It's still 0-0. Eric Bailly playing out Red Fanta. Red
and blue, just for Palace. Come on, you Palace.
We all know who Greenwood wants to get a goal, but that isn't what the stats would suggest. United are on the attack with Wan-Bissaka that's cut out back to Wan-Bissaka. Who can he find? He finds Greenwood. Greenwood to Rashford. Finds Shaw a cross in, and that will be a corner to United. And that will be taken by, I'm presuming, Bruno. I'm presuming Bruno takes him on the left-hand side, and Shaw takes him on the right, because he does like an in-swinger. He loves an in-swinger. It is an in-swinger, or is it an out-swinger? One or two. It's an in-swinger. No, outswinger. I will get it right at some point. But Eric Bailly couldn't quite get enough onto that, and United still with the ball, but with Wan-Bissaka, who's got a little bit of space, but couldn't quite get there. He's quite a fast player, but he's not getting past Kouyaté, who's in centre defence. Eric Bailly is going to take the throw in. No, it's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's going to take the throw in now. I don't know why they're trying to time waste. I mean, if I was United, I would want to get that ball into the middle of the park quite quickly, and they have got it in there with Greenwood. No, that's Greenwood. No, that is Greenwood. I need to stop doubting myself. I'm getting them right. Palace with the ball, though. And they're making a break. Palace with the break, and it is Townsend. But Bruno looking very frustrated on the pitch, isn't he? Is Bruno.
Yeah. But to be fair, he should be frustrated in himself, because he's not got himself into the game. So, yeah, it's a quiet game for Bruno.
Gini's like, he should be ashamed of himself, should be frustrated with himself. He's been dreadful. He has been awful. Bruno isn't looking the greatest. There's no one to really bring on for Bruno, is there? I mean, you could always try and switch it up and play Diallo or Shorteri as a cam, or even Brandon Williams if you're feeling creative. Luke Shaw making. Why are United time wasting, boys? You need a goal. You need a goal, and you're time wasting. What are you doing, boys? That would be 2 draws on the bounce, 2 away games, 2 draws, 2 points out of 6. You just know the Ollie Out fans will be all out in full strength tonight. But in all fairness, it's been a very poor game from United. A fairly good game from Palace, and Bruno is asking for the ball. Is that Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw with the ball now. To Matic. Switches play to the right-hand side with Bailly. United are looking like they're going to try and attack more. Dan James. And Wan-Bissaka keeps it in. To Dan James. To Maguire, who finds Bruno. Bruno to Luke Shaw.
Nine men behind the ball for Palace. They just can't find a way through at the moment.
No, they're switching play. Wan-Bissaka with a cross in. Oh, nearly. And that is Bruno. Bruno shoots and Bruno misses. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw misses. I can't tell with the miss now.
The miss is crazy. Like, if anyone's watching, it really is.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to pick them out. Ollie will be like, the miss got in their eyes. We should postpone the game. There's the bright lights and Luke Shaw. That was miles wide. Luke Shaw not gifted for normally scoring great goals. Very good crosses, but not so much goals. Guaita with the ball. Boring game so far, but Gini, who's your man of the match then?
Oh, I'm gonna have to leave it later because I could give a man of the match the winner. So after 5 minutes time, when Andros Townsend scores the winner.
We'll do that one after the end. We'll stay for about 5-10 minutes to review it, and then we will go. The United boys are busy today. Dom is apparently working. RJ is probably looking at a game going, fuck me, I don't... Oh, no! Oh! How did he miss? How did it? Oh, I have no words. Palace have had the greatest chance of the game.
Oh, he's offside.
He would have been offside anyway, but oh my. Van Arnold should be absolutely ashamed of himself. Should be ashamed of himself. Van Arnold, absolutely, if he is crying in the changing rooms tonight, he deserves those tears. That was a worry for Dean Henderson. Gini is absolutely beside himself.
That was it. That was the chance.
That was the chance for Palace. They won't get a better chance than that in the game. United are going to wake up now.
2. We're going to get a point. Well, not we, but Palace.
Gini is now converted to a Palace fan, but 2 minutes added time. There's not been a lot of stoppages. You would expect United to get that one last chance. Can they repeat themselves? Can they get that last minute goal like they did in Munich against Munich in Spain in the 99 Cup final in the Champions League? Can they do it? It's going to be it's a Palace free kick.
Yeah.
Waiter's not going to rush to take this, but he does kick it. He kicks it very far. Palace with a chance to win it there, but Matic, Luke Shaw,
take him down.
McTominay.
Take him down.
Finds Wan-Bissaka. What can he do? Wan-Bissaka finds Dan James. Back to Scott McTominay. McTominay with a cross in. That's it. McTominay with a very poor cross there. Poor cross.
I told you a point. I got the draw.
There's a bit of anger there from
Kuate. Who's it?
Kuate. Who's he angry at? Who's he angry at? He was very angry at someone. Andre Mariner just calming him down, but who was that towards? I didn't see anything.
No, I just saw the Palace players, going.
Yeah, sort of holding him back. He was very, very angry. I'm not sure who to. Probably Bruno. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Probably
man of the match. He's not man of the match.
Man of the match.
This guy have been raving about him, maybe.
Yeah, maybe so. 92 minutes in, Andre Mariner won't blow his whistle just yet. United, one last attack. They hit it long, and that is not happening there. And that is a free kick, and one last chance for United to get it into the Palace half.
Oh, yeah, it's late.
Yeah, that's a bit of a late one. Hits McTominay's boot. Redeveld is got a book in there. 30
Come on.
seconds over added time.
Fit.
And they've called it. It's finished. It's finished. Crystal Palace 0. Manchester United 0. It's finished a stalemate at Selhurst Park. United with no Pogba, with no Van der Beek, and they haven't got the point. Well, they've got a point. They haven't taken all three. They will be bitterly, bitterly disappointed. You know the Ollie out fans will be raving tonight. How much of that is Ollie's fault? I really don't think any of it, to be brutally honest. I think you can't blame Ollie for that. I think they've done what they can. The players need to take responsibility. Bruno, so ineffective. Bruno was completely out of that game. A very poor performance from Bruno Fernandes. And not what United will be wanting. But Gini, who's your man of the match?
It's a tough one because it was it was the pick of a poor bunch, really.
Yeah.
I am going to give it to Luka Milivojevic. Just sat in front of the defence. I just did his job really. Sky gave it Kouyaté. I could argue any one of them, the two DMs for Palace. Just did the job completely. Ruled Bruno out the game. You barely saw him. I forgot he was on the pitch, to be honest with you. And I'd just like to say, Palace away isn't for everyone. 7-0 for some, 0-0 for others. Beautiful.
Gini is absolutely loving it. My man of the match is Dean Henderson. I think the reason I give it to Dean Henderson is he looked very confident in goal. Every time he was tested, he caught the ball. There was no fumbling around. There was no punching it over the bar. It was a very controlled performance from Dean. And he also saved United because that last-minute chance that Palace had, it looked a bit offside, but you just never know these days. And he had to stay alert. And he saved them. He saved United a point, not all 3 points. He saved them a point, as it obviously has finished here at Selhurst Park, 0-0. United are 1 point ahead of Leicester. They are now they are 6 points ahead of West Ham and Chelsea. But you lot have a game. Well, they have a game in hand. United's best chance for tomorrow's game is most likely a 0-0 draw between Liverpool and Chelsea. Palace remain in the bottom half of the table. They could have jumped up as high as 11th if they had won today, but not to be. Obviously, Leeds playing later, not today, but later on in the week. But Gini, what were your thoughts on the game? For me, it was an appallingly shocking game for entertainment-wise. But what was your thoughts?
Yeah, not just poor for entertainment wise, poor quality wise as well. There was no quality shown from, we didn't really no disrespect, but we didn't really expect the quality to come from Crystal Palace today. They did their job. They set up defensively. Yeah. They got the chance, which, possibly offside, but you've still got to take it, which Van Aanholt missed. But yeah, they kept United out of the game. A well-organised display from Roy Hodgson.
Totally agree with you on that. The quality was poor. United going forward didn't look like they had anything. Bruno very quiet. Greenwood tried to get stuff going, but couldn't quite work off for him. I thought Mason was actually one of United's better performances on the night. And it wasn't by all means a great one. Rashford will be kicking himself for that chance that he missed, because that would have won United the game. Frustrating night, and a missed opportunity from Sky there. Very quick there from Sky. A missed opportunity in a misty Selhurst Park, a very cold Selhurst Park as well.
Yeah,
but it has finished at Selhurst Park. It's finished Palace 0, United 0. Obviously, there's not much more to talk about. It was a very boring game. It was a very poor game, not one for a neutral in any way, shape, or form. The United Chelsea game, that 0-0, that was all right, but this one, no, it was poor. I gave my man of match to Dean Henderson. Gini gave his man of match to, who was it again? That's the one. Last comment here from Connor. Connor saying, great stream, lads. More of these, just need more goals. There will be absolutely more of these. Definitely enjoy doing the live streams. We'll hopefully get a couple more of the regulars on when they're not hiding. It was put in a group chat. If anyone wanted to turn up, they could. I'm guessing they didn't want to. I'm not surprised, but I am a little bit. There will be no match reaction because obviously we've covered the game in a watch along, and I can't find many United fans to come on, especially after that performance. But we are going to leave it there. It has been a great stream. Thank you to everyone who has been watching. Make sure you've liked the video. Liking the video really helps us out here. It means that we can get more subscribers, more views, and it really helps us all out here. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications so you know when we're next going to be live. Hopefully, there'll be a match preview to the Chelsea-Liverpool game at some point tomorrow. When that is, I need to discuss with this one and a couple other Liverpool fans. But hopefully, we'll be able to bring that to you. But Gini, where can they find you, bro?
Yeah, Gini in the bottle on Twitter. Yeah, that's it.
Easy there. The description is in the link is in the description if you can't be bothered to type in Genie in a bottle on Twitter. And mine is Niall_PAFC. Give me a follow there. And as I said, you'll find out when we're next going to go live, the stream ideas we've got, and just general football chat over there. I did post that football is coming home, and I stand by that comment. I stand by the football is coming home. RJ obviously saying no, but let's be honest. When was the last time Ireland won a World Cup? But we're going to leave it there. And we've got some great ideas for the Euros as well. It's going to be an entertaining one.
Yeah.
Tom, I think, had the idea of a fat-ass watch-along with all of us getting absolutely off our heads, and Genie, of course, on water. He'll be the most sensible.
Or the Crystal Palace Fanta.
Or the Crystal Palace Fanta, absolutely. The fruit twist one. But there's some ideas for the Euros. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
But we'll be back again tomorrow morning, potentially with some news. I'll have a little think about that one. But if not, we should definitely be back for a match preview tomorrow. The review will be on the Liverpool addiction, as that's where these lovely lot decide to go after a Liverpool game. But until tomorrow, thank you for watching, and I will catch